So friends, again welcome to my video on Finacle system. I've been generating various videos so that you can learn something useful, screenshots, because live server is not available. So as soon as it is available, I'll try and show you from there also. So this is a very important command. Those of you are working as teller, as cash officers, or as service officers in certain banks, they are called as when they work in the cash receipt and payment system on the front desk. So this is very important inquiry report, Hfti. So H, I told you, is prefixed in all the commands of Finacle since it is connected with HTML. Now, FTI full form is Financial Transaction Inquiry. This menu can be used to inquire on transactions using various selection criteria. User to invoke menu option Hfti by entering the same in menu option field and click on go. System will display the Hfti criteria screen. Now this has got lot of customization in this. Suppose you want to generate for particular cash generations, cash deposit up to 50,000, 25,000, you can do that. Cash entries or any current account only, savings account only, anything, it can be customized. User ID wise this can be generated. So this is a very useful command or tool at the hands of those officers who are sitting in the front desk, and it is very important to do day end. Before doing day end, you have to keep on checking how many financial transactions are to be entered or to be verified by the officer. So this is again a very important command that I am discussing it with you. Another is, I'll be showing it with you, HAFI. So this is for financial transactions. HAFI, that is for audit file inquiry. All the non-financial transactions. Suppose a customer has given a request for checkbook or has given a request for making a check for stop payment. They are to be entered in the system immediately. So that has to be seen how many of those are pending for verification. Suppose a customer has given a letter for stopping a payment of a particular check and that has not been verified and that check is already pending in the clearing, inward clearing. It may get cleared if that entry is not verified by the verifying officer. So these are very important. HFTI and HAFI, audit file inquiry. These two reports you have to keep on generating if you want to do day end as quickly as possible, because certain banks there is a timeline which every branch has to adhere to for doing a day end at the end of the day. So this screen appears on your computer. HFTI, Financial Transaction Inquiry. It has various customizations. Suppose sole ID. So of course it will be the same branch wherever it is being done, but one can view other branches entries also, but there is no need for that, right? Account, sole ID, set ID where the branch is working. Account ID. Suppose you want to generate a report for any particular account, that can be chosen here, or you can leave it blank. Please remember this, all those fields marked with the star asterisk are mandatory. Rest are if required or not. So you can see the whole field, you can see here only sole ID is mandatory, and generally it is the same branch wherever this inquiry is being made, right? So I'll just show you all customization you can do for your convenience. So account ID, if you want to see for account ID wise, right? Then transaction ID, suppose you want to view any transaction, just enter the transaction ID here, you will get the report here, right? Transaction type, if it is cash, transfer or clearing, right? If you want to see all the credit entries, or you want to see only debit entries, or you want to see both the entries, so you can see here these radio buttons are there: credit, debit and all. By generally we choose all, but you can choose if you want to see only credit entries, you want to debit entries. So this is as per your requirement and needs. Suppose you want to see any checkbook inquiry, check inquiry, you can enter here instrument number here. This is first part is for alpha, second part is for numericals, instrument type, if it is a check, if it is a dividend warrant. So you can go on the searcher here, click on this, you can choose any, generally it will be CHQ, or if it is not required you leave it blank. Now start date and end date. So you can view, suppose account ID you want to see for the whole month, you can choose start date as per the month, as per an end date, as per today's date, and as per your requirement. If it is not there, you just want to see for today's, generally what happens, tellers do it on daily basis. So generally both the dates remain the same, but if you require it, you can change the range of the dates as well, right? Okay. CCY code INR, CCY currency code will be there. Account status, you can select here. If you want to generate the report for, let's say, inoperative accounts, right, or which have not been operated, right, dormant accounts you can see here, right, deposit accounts details here, user transaction code you can be entered here, right. So account label, generally you leave it blank. Transaction status you can select here, posted, verified or unverified, whatever, just, or you can just leave it blank here, right. So you get this here, then that is all. Okay, so this is all the fields are as per requirement. Or if you just type sole ID here, don't enter anything, this report for the branch will be generated in whatever financial transaction inquiry have been done in the branches, be it debit, be it credit, whatever financial transactions are in status. It will show you the status also, posted, not verified, or entered state, right. So you have to keep on doing it. If any voucher is pending at yours, you give it to your verifying officer, sir, please verify this entry is pending, because as I told you in earlier video, if the entry is in a posted status, customer can withdraw even if it is not verified. So as a prudent employee, as a prudent officer, ensure that whatever entries you have made in the system are verified by the officer, so that chances of error are minimized. And if customer withdraws any excess money deposited in his account by mistake by you, can be rectified before he withdraws it. Generally it becomes, I've seen many cases being a banker, where customer refused to deposit back illegal money that he got in his account, or he just sought time, or just tried to blackmail. So you just have to be very alert, right. So this is how it is generated here. So friends, you get this report here, right. You can see here transaction date. You can choose for value dating also, if any entry is value dated, right. So from which date it is value dated, generally it is the same day. You can see here, generally it is the same date, right. Transaction ID, you can get, suppose in a voucher you forgot to write down transaction ID number. As a maker, as a first officer, you can generate this or inquire this report, and from the amount you can verify whichever the transaction number is, and the account number you can choose it from here, right. So these are transaction IDs, system generated. If it is verified by the system generated transaction ID will appear here. Cash, you can see here, these top are 4 cash entries: cash receipt, cash credited, deposited by the customer. So these all are in posted, 2 are in posted status, 2 are in verified status. So you can see a status also. So this is in posted state. This has to be got verified. Next also. All these are to be got verified immediately. One can view from here, or even verifying officer can also view from here what all entries are pending for his verification, so that day end takes place smoothly and quickly, and as well you also can get time to do other works in the branches, or you can finish off your work immediately, right? So transaction type, you can see here cash, transfer. So all the financial transactions done in the branch on that day or up to that time in a day, you can generate it at 12 p.m., 1 p.m. or 11 a.m. You can generate at any time, right? Amount, this shows amount here. And if you want to view the details, right, to account further details, what time it was made, who was the user, who was the checker, who was the maker, can be shown here. So this is a detail icon. You can search if you want to do it, and this report can be inquired. Now this was Hfti. If you want to generate the report, the menu option is HFTR, Financial Transaction Report. This is just for viewing. So I've seen smart bankers viewing this report, getting it verified, telling the verifying officer, "Sir, these vouchers are pending for verification. Please verify as soon as possible," so that you're also safe, bank is also safe, and work also finishes in time, so that you get time to do other work, because time management is very important. So this menu option is very important for time management. So in this screen you can see also, if you want to see all the transactions which are in entered state, so they are either to be posted by another officer or verified by another officer. Only then customer can withdraw money if he has deposited the cash, or his balance gets updated in the general ledger of the branch or of the bank, of the main server. So you can see, you can choose from, I told you earlier also, entered state, status, posted status, verified status. So you can further customize further, and you get the report on your screen. You can inquire, see what all transactions are to be posted if it is in entered state, or posted to be verified if in posted status, right? So your work time management is done smoothly. So you get this report here, transaction date same here, value date, generally the dates are the same. The value dating is it's a very one of the actions which has to be verified, and it has to be done because it has various financial ramifications for the branch. Transaction ID number, system generated here. So transfer entries you can see here, CCY all INR, Indian rupees, transfer entries, right? These all are in entered states. Here TDS credit account, credit for so and so, right? So this is TDS credit. So TDS parking after deduction debit. So TDS has been deducted here. So these all are in entered state. You can see here all these are being shown in entered state only. So because we have customizedly chosen all the entries which are in entered status should be shown to us, right? This is account number here. So just to give you an idea how the report is viewed and generated also. Well, friends, here you can see this can be generated by user ID. Suppose there are two tellers working, right? Or two officers. So this can be generated by officer ID wise. So all the IDs of Alok, all the transactions, all the entries in entered status here. This is entered status. So Alok can verify from here कि भाई मेरी कितनी एंट्रीज हैं जो एंटर्ड स्टेटस में है, जो पोस्ट या वेरिफिकेशन के लिए पेंडिंग है. So he can view or generate the report from here also. So friends, this screenshot shows that if you want to see any details, view details here. So whatever the here it is, you can click on here, detail here. You can see what time the cash was deposited in the account, right? So all these are here. Account ID generated can be here. So I hope you enjoyed. This is again I am reiterating, this is very important and very useful command for doing your work as a smart banker, managing your time properly and being efficient, so that you don't suffer any losses either financially or through time management, so that you can focus on other areas where you have to deliver results. Any query, please ping me. I'll be very glad to answer you. I hope you're enjoying this. Again, this is HFTI and HAFI. Audit File Inquiry. HFAI is for non-financial transactions. Even otherwise, any entry is pending either in financial transactions or in non-financial transactions. The day end will not take place unless until those entries are verified. So it's better to get a lot of load of work at the day end before doing a proper day end in the systems. You keep on, while you're working in the branches, be alert, be sharp, keep on getting it done, work done. This is to be verified. So you have to be on your toes. So this was a very important video, I think. Any queries, please, again, I would request to ping me. I would be glad to answer any suggestions. Any query, you can do it. Thank you.